Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be telling you a story of mine that you may find enjoyable, and it also may be a story you might have to hold on tight for. So here we go. You see the stories in the news all the time about employees taking customers' cars on a joyride. Well, here's my story of when a customer had me take them on a joyride in their car. Only they didn't tell me that's what we were doing. I found that out after I was already buckled in. Let me set the stage. It was the summer of 2002, with a 2000 Audi S4 with a manual transmission. It was a slow Saturday. If you work in the automotive business, you know most mechanics work on commission. In our particular store, we did rotation, so everybody would get a car and you start back at the beginning again. Unfortunately, I just happened to be up for an Audi. I believe the guy was a pilot in training on NAS Pensacola. He dropped it off for an alignment. I was like, oh great, an alignment on an Audi. Those cars weren't particularly fun to align because it was a pain to set the toe in the front. So I did what I normally do. I test drove the car, put it on the alignment rack, set the toe, test drove it again. Steering wheel was straight, didn't pull, so I parked it. About 2 hours later, the customer returned. He went up front and he paid. We were all standing around the shop waiting for more cars to come in, and the guy said, "Hey, who worked on my car?" I told him I did, and the guy goes, "Oh, well, come with me on a test drive." I was like, okay, I wasn't doing anything anyway. I figured he had just had an alignment done before and they weren't getting the steering wheel straight. I go to get in the passenger seat and he says, "No, you drive." I thought that was a little weird. I thought he wanted to drive and not take my word for it. And what you have to understand at this point was I drove manual transmissions a little bit in high school, a little bit when I was in technical school, and a little bit when I worked at the dealer. But I didn't own one, so basically I only drove one when a customer brought a car in. So I get in the car, I back it up, and I turn right out of the parking lot and slowly start accelerating. And he says, "You can drive a little faster than that." Now we're in a mall parking lot, and technically the speed limit's 15 miles an hour, but most people in the mall drive about 30. So we come up to this corner that's pretty sharp, and I slow down to take the corner, and he says, "You can take the corner faster than that." So as I start to go down the straightaway, he says, "Speed up and go faster." So at this point I'm thinking, what exactly is going on here? I said to the customer, "I thought you wanted to test drive the car's alignment." The customer says, "Well, no, it's a nice day outside. I thought we could go for a drive." And I'm thinking, first of all, I'm on commission. I don't get paid to go around the block on a pleasure drive. Second, I don't have any tickets, and I like to keep my record clean. And third, I'm not sure if I get pulled over in this car for speeding, if I'd be going back to work for the rest of the day, or if I'd still be employed for that matter. So I'm flying down the back road of this mall parking lot, probably doing about 60. As I come up to the second sharp corner, I downshift it in a second. At this point, I've taken it faster than the first one. And then there's a sharp right turn that ends with a stop sign. So as I'm waiting for traffic to clear and I start to pull out, he says, "As soon as you let the clutch out, put it to the floor." I got to the floor and I slowly shift into second, and he says, "You can shift faster than that. Don't be afraid." So as I go for third gear, I jam it in fast, and he says, "There you go now you're getting the hang of it." As I'm starting to top out third gear, we come to a stoplight, and I gotta do a right turn. So I downshift it into second, and turn right, floor it, and shift it back into third. And then I go for fourth, and I look down, and I'm doing about 90 in a 45, wondering, when am I gonna get pulled over, or is someone gonna pull out in front of me? By this point, it was time for another right-hand turn, and I shifted down to second and turn right. And this is the area cops are generally located in. So I keep it about 45. I turn right back in the mall parking lot. He says to me, "Man, you really improved on that drive." I turn left at the stop sign, go down a bit, and turn back in my work parking lot. I get out and I say, "Have a nice day, sir." And he gets out, gets in the driver's seat, and he leaves. So leave some comments down below and tell me what you think, because that's my story of how a customer had me take them on a joyride in their car. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.